what a derby game today we just had. Tottenham at home, expecting to test Chelsea, but instead, Chelsea walked away with all 3 points. And the funniest thing is that Chelsea went to Tottenham Hotspur without the scoring boots. Because what did we just watch? We could have buried Tottenham in the first half and just had a field day in the second half. In the first half, João Pedro should have scored a hat trick. And it just feels like Chelsea let Tottenham off the hook. That's just how it feels for me. And I'm just being real here. I don't want to sugar because Tottenham came to the field or showed up without no intention of scoring or putting up a fight because they lacked energy. They couldn't even press the defense line. They couldn't do nothing. Like Chelsea had answers for Tottenham without even needing to do so much. That's just how easy it was for Chelsea today. Chelsea had a field day and did not have to do anything. Kudus was pocketed by Cucurella. Garnacho was having fun with Pedro Porro. Fofana and Chalobah were so comfortable, they did not have any form of pressure from the Tottenham attack. Xavi Simons, obviously and thankfully, Chelsea opted against going for him because what? What? Chelsea dodged the bullet in Xavi Simons. That's how pathetic Tottenham was today. We could have buried Tottenham and scored at least 4-5 goals. João Pedro should have had a hat trick in the first half and scored 2 extra in the second half. Enzo's header from a Reece James crossing. Jamie Gittins, I don't know what Jamie Gittins was doing. That was a diabolical hit. From close range, and he hit the ball and it went over the bar. Today, Chelsea did not have to do so much. It just felt like Tottenham did not even want to play the game. They did not even show up. And they went to the White Hart Lane today. It's not White Hart Lane, it's 3 points lane. No matter how Tottenham set up, no matter the coach and no matter how much they spend, Chelsea always walk away with the 3 point. That's just it. Let's break this down. Let's talk about the tactics, who shone and who flopped, and why Caicedo is my man of the match. Let's go. So Chelsea lined up with Sanchez in goal, back four of Gusto, Fofana, Chalobah and Cucurella. In midfield was Caicedo and Reece James. I kind of had a feeling this Maresca would come up with this kind of lineup. But I also thought that it would be safer having Reece James as a right back, Lavia and Caicedo at the midfield base, and with Enzo Fernandez playing from the 10 position. So, well, I wasn't surprised. Well, I kind of questioned it when I saw Gusto starting and Reece James in the midfield. But then we saw it against PSG, and if it could work against PSG, why not? Why wouldn't it work against Tottenham? And then we had up front we had João Pedro leading with Neto, Enzo Fernandez, and Garnacho supporting. Tottenham lined up with Vicario in goal. Defense was Spence, Danso, Van der Ven, and Pedro. And then in midfield was Paulinho, Bentancur, and Sarr. Then in attack with Sarr and Vegval. And then in attack was Kolomwani and Kudus. So Chelsea made 10 changes from the previous cup game, and it's just like we all suspected. I kind of felt like Fofana was going to start today, and I'm going to come to Fofana later on in this video. So both teams had their adjustment. Tottenham presumably wanted to disrupt Chelsea's build-up using wide pace, while Chelsea looked to control the match via midfield dominance and pressing triggers. In the first half, that's in the first opening 10 to 20 minutes, both teams were just feeling out each other, and Tottenham tried to press early, but you could feel that the energy wasn't there. They were not pressing as a unit, and they were not pressing enough. But and that gave Chelsea the opportunity to hold their ground and actually do whatever, carry out their own plan. The pressure from Caicedo especially was key because Caicedo's press was actually disrupting everything Tottenham had to cook. Okay, he just kept messing up their plan. The way he comes from nowhere and wins the ball against Paulinho and the other guys playing in the midfield with in the Tottenham midfield. He dispossessed Mickey van der Weep near the Spurs ball. It was on who actually his pressing was what led to Chelsea's only goal for the game, and it's just crazy to think how we would be in third position if Chelsea had converted their chances. It's I'm happy we won, but I'm not just happy at the amount of opportunities we missed today. João Pedro should have utilized and converted his chances as best as he could. Okay, he made Vicario look very very good today, and that's just my honest take. Anyway, so Caicedo dispossessed Mickey van der Weyden near the Spurs box, then played the final pass to João Pedro, and that led to the goal. And before then, João Pedro had already missed a sitter, an open chance to open the scoring. Okay, it was Tottenham were trying to build up from the back, and then they tried to, because of the press Chelsea had in the attack, we pressed, and then they tried to kick the ball, and it bounced off Garnacho, and the ball found its way to João Pedro. It was just him and just to beat the goalkeeper and just bury the ball in one side. He just did not convert it very well, and Chelsea missed that opportunity. He missed that opportunity. Anyway, like it's annoying. Like I'm happy we won, but I feel like we need all the goals we can score, not just against Tottenham. We need to be ready to convert our chances, because now, aside the fact that we need to try to shore up the defense, we also need a lot of goals, because goal differences as well matters. If Chelsea had converted the chances, we will not be in fourth, we will be in third, because we'll be dispossessing or displacing Tottenham from the third position where they are right now due to goal difference. So the pressing trigger was really really beautiful. I didn't think that this team would play this well, and that's owing to the fact that Tottenham did not prepare well for this game. Pedro's goal came in the 34th minute, and that's like owing to Caicedo's ball winning close to the box 18, and his layoff to Pedro, who finished uh, the ball or played it right into the distance, and that was classic Maresca press, turnover, and swift finish. Tottenham's approach was timid. Their possession was low. Their attacking transitions was just rare. Okay, it was just rare. They only recorded 0.05 expected goals in XG, while Chelsea's XG was much higher in 2.92 per 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 goal. Okay, and then that's per Guardian life analysis. So Maresca's plan was to dominate the midfield, force turnovers, then attack, and that's exactly what really happened today. In the second half, early in the second half, Chelsea continued pushing. Caicedo's turned. It just Caicedo. There's nothing anyone wants to say to me today and going forward. And Maresca was right. He has said it. He said right now, in his own opinion, Caicedo and Rodri are the best midfielders in the Premier League, in his opinion. And I agree 100% with him. Right now, if Rodrigo is not even on form, and so it just leaves Caicedo to be the best midfielder right now in the Premier League. If you don't agree, well, you're gonna argue with your phone and whatnot. Because for me, it's Caicedo, hands down, like hands down. The man is on a different level, on a different planet right now. That's just how good Caicedo is. This is no longer the way he's doing it. He's doing Kante, Makalele, and Essien. He's doing the he's just doing he's been able to combine these three players and merge them or apply them to his game. And he's doing this, he's carrying this out exceptionally well. That's how good Caicedo is. And this is, we have not seen the best of Caicedo yet. He's not yet in his peak, he's not yet in his prime. Imagine what he will do when he gets to his prime. This is Caicedo of 22, 23 years of age. It still gives him a lot of time. So I hope that the Chelsea boss on the hierarchy will hurriedly extend his contract and give him the payment or the salary that befits what what he's doing. That's just it. Okay. Caicedo kept turning press. He kept turning press and winning. He just kept turning over. Okay, he gave Enzo a chance and Vicario saved it. That's another Enzo Fernandez who had an opportunity. He could have just passed the ball to Garnacho, to be honest, or just set Pedro Neto on through, and that would have probably been a better solution than trying to whip the ball from the outside the box 18. Chelsea kept Spurs pinned in their half. Like Spurs, they didn't have a way out. They had multiple chances. I mean, Neto forced Vicario, Garnacho, and James both had moments as well, especially Rhys James in the second half. Tottenham had almost nothing. They couldn't find solution to everything to what Chelsea was doing. Their best chance was when Kudus scored one late, but Sanchez was there to save the ball, parried it uh, to the side, and then that was just it. In injury time, Chelsea had two glorious chances. One from Gittins, and I'm still baffled at how Jamie Gittins missed that one. He miscued it completely, so much so that the ball has still not landed. The ball is still in the air. That's how hard he hit it. It was, come on, man. That's the problem we have with the two left wingers. Their final output is just what lets us down. Okay, it's inconsistent. One moment, one game was saying Jimmy Gittins is ready and all that, and another game was saying something different. And like, well, we just watched something different from this man gave us something different in the previous game. How is he performing this way? That's just it. Okay, and then the second one from Pedro, and could have just put the ball in the side net. The João Pedro I'm seeing now is different from the João Pedro we saw against PSG, and that's just it. Okay, even though the game finished 1-0, Chelsea controlled large part of the game, and there is more to this game that meets the eye for me. Okay, if Chelsea had just, that's why I'm saying Chelsea left, they came to Tottenham Hotspur without their scoring boat. That's just it. And then Seval came on, and I think I'm going to argue with Maresca in this one for not starting Esteval because it seemed like this game was too physical And I don't think that if Esteval had started this game with the intensity and the way the physicality that was involved today or was needed, I don't think probably Esteval could have gotten himself injured beyond what he suffered today. He got himself a bleeding nose from a pullback, and I'm surprised that the official would not call that one in. That's one. And there were two or at least three red card offenses that the officials turned blind eyes to. How is Bentham calls foul not a red card? It's just bewildering as to when VAR decides to step in and when they decide where they need to step in, they choose not to. And when they decide to step in, they just make the most shocking decision. How is that a yellow? That's a straight red. I just do not understand. And the other instances that should actually be called in. And but yeah, they turned blind eyes for whatever reason. And the ref was just Rhys James is a captain. If no other player is allowed to talk, the fact that he's a captain gives him the privilege to talk, and he should talk without being penalized. How dare the referee still penalize him for talking? He's in his right to talk, and Rhys James is not one who's going to be rude to the referee and all that. See, he still got yellow carded. How does the aggrieved still get punished for anyway? Anyway, so let's just talk about players that did well. For me, I'll start with Fofana. Fofana was immense today. He was solid. He won 6 out of 6 aerial duels today. Only Fofana. And he was first to win every ball that he contested for. Ground duels and area duels. He won everything. And aside the fact that he won those, he was just so pivotal to the play from the build up from the back. It was so pivotal to the build up. Then Caicedo was, I don't know, I don't have words for Caicedo anymore. He's completely exhausted every word that I can use to praise him. He's just so beautiful, and I'm so happy that Chelsea have Caicedo and he's not playing for a rival club because, jeez, I cannot imagine Caicedo in Arsenal. I cannot imagine Caicedo in Liverpool right now. The rest of the team or rivals should just shut shop and give Liverpool or whatever club he ends or he would have ended up in, should just give them the trophy because, man, this man is everywhere and still there's still a lot, a big, a large part of him that is still waiting to cover other areas. That's just how immense and good Caicedo is right now. There is no one who plays in the midfield that is equal with Caicedo right now. I don't care what anyone says. He won the man of the match for me. I don't know if he was given the man of the match, but for me, I feel like he did everything to a T without effort, without doing so much. That's how good he was today. And Garnacho nearly killed Pedro Porro. He nearly killed Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro could not have Porro could not even find a solution to Garnacho, and that's because the way Chelsea set up was always putting Garnacho in a 1v1 situation against Pedro Porro, and it was just so good. And João Pedro, man, I need to. Aside the goal that he scored, he would have on his own scored close to 4 5 goals today. That's just how it is. So he needs to do better in the scoring area, and I hope this goal will boost his confidence going forward. And Pedro Neto, is a bit of hit and miss. So he forced Vicario into save, and that's just it. For those who don't do much, I think I don't that everyone did very well in from my own point of view POV. And Tottenham they literally did not even show up to the game today. Caicedo for me was man of the match. He was everywhere. The way he won the ball, recovers and supported attack. His turnover led directly to the goal, and he got the assist. He maintained discipline. Rarely even got caught out today. In a game where midfield battles mattered, Caicedo came out top. Okay, that's just how it is. So my takeaway from this game is just very simple. Chelsea's pressing, structure, and patience won the game for Chelsea today. It was a business like match today. Just direct. The maturity was there. I don't know if Maresca have already started addressing the players in terms of their discipline and how they need to mature and mature very fast. But you could see a high level of maturity coming from the boys today. Maresca's tactical planning was Cripps forced errors and took advantage of everything. Spurs looked disjointed, lacked fluidity, and Chelsea could have the goal margin could have been more than the 1-0 that it ended in. But credit to Chelsea for controlling the game. This win should give Chelsea and move Chelsea into the top four, equals and equal Spurs on point with them. If Chelsea had even scored one more, would have displaced Tottenham from the third position and put Chelsea in the third position. So that's everything that happened today, and that's my take on everything. I'll be here to give my 6 talking points later on in, if not tomorrow, I'll be doing that on Monday. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and comment in the make and share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that you are notified if and each and every time that I make a post. And I really want you guys to share this video because that's the only way you can help me and support the channel. And thank you all for always liking my video, but I think you guys can do one better by commenting and sharing your thoughts in the comment section below. Elsewhere, Arsenal have still yet to concede in 7 games now. They've won Burnley 2 goals to nil, and that's credit to Gyökeres and Gabriel. They're very very good in set piece, to be honest, and it starts to beg the question: who's gonna win Arsenal or be able to penetrate this Arsenal defense? Because so far they've only been able to concede 3 goals, and we're already in November. We've just entered November. They never conceded any goal in October. That's how tight and matured they are in the back, and they're looking impregnable. Do you think that they'll be able to beat Chelsea's record of just 13 goal, conceding 13 goal in a season? Is it 13 or 11? 13, I think it's 13. And Liverpool, luckily, fortunate, and finally won their game today against Aston Villa. And yeah, I hope that will not you Liverpool fans will stop mourning and crying now. That's everything. Manchester United drew their game against Nottingham Forest, and that's everything that happened today in the Premier League. But let me know what you guys think for the Chelsea game. Who was the man of the match? Who do you think I did not mention some players that deserves to be mentioned? And what do you think about Maresca's setup today? Yeah, so that's everything. If there's any other thing, I'll be able to share with you guys tomorrow. Until then, it's Chelsea first, rivals next. Peace.